Performance reviews with parents and child athletes can be hard work at the best of times, in a good way. We don't want to make them hard work and really unconstructive by doing them the wrong way. It's inevitable that parents and child athletes will debrief performances, and quite often away from the direction of the coaching staff. So as a parent, it helps to know some good strategies to do it well. Firstly, pick your moment. Don't do it when the sounds of success or failure are still ringing in your ears. Let the emotion die down before you start breaking the performance down. Secondly, do it with a specific reference point. Your child athlete should have had some focus points going into the match. So continually check yourself by asking whether your questions or their responses are relating back to those focus points. You can always give some time and energy to things that happened that weren't the focus later on. With this in mind as well, ensure you know what you're talking about. You don't know anything about the sport? Don't go guessing. Maybe focus on attitude and effort as opposed to technical and tactical knowledge. Also, be rational, not emotional. Emotional chat tends to exaggerate or embellish, which doesn't help for an accurate review. Be rational and try to establish fact. An emotional response could be, and I'll use a rugby analogy, I couldn't make a tackle today, because all the athlete can think about is the missed tackle that led to a try, when in actual fact, a rational response would be, I made 4 tackles, but I missed 5, including that one that led to the try. Yep, they've got something to work on, definitely, but at the same time, you can acknowledge that your child did have some success with 4 tackles. Following on from this is creating a true reality of the match or session. We all see the world through different lenses, and a review process suffers the same inconsistencies. Whose lens are we seeing it through? How can we create an appreciation for someone else's reality? If we go back to the tackle example, all the athlete might see is the missed tackles and the one that led to a try. But the parent can also see the 4 tackles that they did make, 2 of which may have saved tries. The challenge for the parent is to enable their child to see the positive outcomes as well as the negative. Acknowledging that you appreciate your child's disappointment in their missed tackles is important, yep, but so is then discussing without judgment of their point of view the positivity of the successful tackles. The last thing you should do is say something like, you're being stupid, stop sooking about the missed tackles, can't you see you made 4 tackles? A response like, I can understand how disappointed you are with your missed tackles and that you feel you let the team down with that one that they scored from. Also remember that you saved 2 tries and the team really appreciated that. A good ploy to break away from the emotion here is to start to analyse the technique that made the good tackles successful and the poor tackles not so. Highlight the process. It's a way of escaping that emotional response, because to examine the process, we need our rational brain. Our emotional or monkey brain doesn't deal with process. This list of strategies is certainly not comprehensive, but the last one for this video relates to creating positive work-ons moving forward. Always come away from a review process with constructive improvements and acknowledgement of success. Sometimes we miss the value of celebrating success. So in summary, when we do a performance review, make sure you pick your moment. Do it referencing relevant focus points. Be rational, leave the emotion out of it, and create a true reality and see it through an objective lens. Any performance review has to be a learning and growth process.